Only 40 people in the world could buy this Bugatti. It costs around 5 million euros, produces 1,500 horsepower, and it wasn't designed simply to be the fastest Bugatti. It was designed to attack corners. But wait until you see what Bugatti did to the rear. Imagine walking into a garage and seeing a Bugatti that looks familiar, but somehow far more aggressive. This is the Bugatti Divo, one of the rarest modern Bugattis ever built. Only 40 examples were produced, and when the Divo was introduced, every one had already been sold at a net price of around 5 million euros. But the Divo isn't simply a more expensive Chiron with a different body. Bugatti designed it with a different mission: more agility, more downforce, and sharper cornering performance. So today, let's take a detailed walk-around of this extraordinary hypercar, from the aggressive exterior to its driver-focused interior. Exterior. Start at the front, and the first thing you notice is how low and wide the Divo looks. The traditional Bugatti horseshoe grille is still there, keeping the car immediately recognizable as a Bugatti. But almost everything surrounding it has been redesigned. Look at those headlights. They are extremely slim, vertically positioned, and separated from the main bodywork by dramatic lines. The light opening is only about 35 millimeters high, giving the front a sharp, technical appearance. And those openings aren't just for styling. The Divo was engineered around airflow. Additional air intakes help cool the brakes, while the front splitter and surrounding aerodynamic surfaces help generate additional downforce. Move around to the side, and the Divo becomes even more dramatic. The body has a slimmer side profile than the Chiron, making the car appear lower and longer. Its sculpted surfaces aren't simply there to look beautiful. They are designed around aerodynamic efficiency. And then you notice the carbon fiber. Large sections of the lower body use exposed carbon fiber, giving the Divo a much more technical appearance. This is where Bugatti's philosophy becomes obvious. Form follows performance. The Divo is not trying to be elegant first and fast second. It was designed to look fast because it was engineered to perform. And there's another fascinating detail above us. On the roof sits a Naka-style air intake with a central fin. That intake helps feed air toward the engine, while also guiding airflow toward the rear of the vehicle. Now let's move toward the back. This is arguably the most spectacular part of the Divo. The rear is dominated by a huge aerodynamic structure and an extremely wide rear wing measuring 1.83 meters across. Compared with the Chiron, the wing is about 23% wider. And the reason is simple: more downforce. In fact, Bugatti says the Divo generates 90 kilograms more downforce than the standard Chiron. Look underneath the wing, and you'll find one of the Divo's most recognizable features: the complex rear diffuser and its 4 exhaust outlets. But the real visual highlight is the rear light. Instead of a conventional light bar, Bugatti created an intricate three-dimensional structure integrated into the rear grille. The system uses 44 illuminated fins, creating an incredible glowing effect when the lights come on. From this angle, the Divo almost looks like a piece of futuristic sculpture. And that is exactly what makes it so special: the engine and performance. Underneath all this carbon fiber and aerodynamic bodywork is one of the most famous engines in the automotive world. An 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 producing 1,500 horsepower. The Divo's top speed is electronically limited to 380 kilometers per hour, or about 236 miles per hour. But here's the interesting part. Bugatti didn't build the Divo simply to chase a higher top speed number. The Divo is about corners. Compared with the Chiron, it is 35 kilograms lighter, produces significantly more downforce, and achieves lateral acceleration of up to 1.6 g. Bugatti also reported that it completed the Nardo handling circuit 8 seconds faster than the Chiron. In other words, this Bugatti was created to attack corners, not just dominate straight roads. Interior. Now open the door, and the personality changes. The exterior is aggressive and aerodynamic. Inside, the Divo feels more intimate and focused. Bugatti uses premium leather, Alcantara, carbon fiber, and carefully finished metal components. The seats are specially designed with greater lateral support, helping keep the driver and passenger securely positioned when the car is being pushed through corners. Look at the steering wheel. It is partially wrapped in Alcantara, while the larger shift paddles are positioned directly behind it. That tells you something about the Divo. This isn't a car designed to separate the driver from the experience. It wants the driver involved. The interior also carries the Divo's exterior design language inside. The distinctive Divo colors can continue into the cabin, while the diamond-like embroidered patterns on the seats and door panels echo the shapes used throughout the exterior design. And interestingly, Bugatti removed some storage compartments from the center console and doors as part of the weight-saving strategy. That's a tiny detail, but it tells you exactly what the Divo is about. When you're building a hypercar focused on performance, even convenience can become secondary. Yet Bugatti didn't forget comfort. The central console includes larger armrests and calf supports, creating a balance between aggressive driving and long-distance luxury. Step back and look at the Divo as a complete car. The front is sharp. The side profile is sculpted. The roof intake gives it a distinctive silhouette. The massive rear wing and diffuser dominate the back. And inside, the combination of Alcantara, leather, carbon fiber, and supportive seats creates a cabin that feels both luxurious and purposeful. But perhaps the most remarkable fact is that only 40 Divos were ever built. The final Divo left Bugatti's atelier in Molsheim in 2021, completing the production run. Bugatti described the project as a revival of its historic coach-building tradition. The name itself comes from Albert Divo, the French racing driver who won the famous Targa Florio twice for Bugatti in the late 1920s. So the Divo isn't just another hypercar. It represents a different interpretation of what a Bugatti can be. The Chiron demonstrated incredible straight-line performance and luxury. The Divo took that foundation and pushed it toward agility, aerodynamic performance, and cornering. And that's why, even years after its debut, the Bugatti Divo remains one of the most fascinating hypercars ever created. 40 cars, 1,500 horsepower, 380 kilometers per hour, and an unmistakable mission: to make every corner matter.